Okay, normally I don't do a hands-on unboxing. I just go into the full review, but I've been waiting for this Selton moon phase for like 6 months and it's been an absolute nightmare. So let's do an unboxing. I've already opened it up. Of course, I'm a watch addict, so I've already unboxed it. I've already got hands on. I am happy with it, but at the end of the video, after the quick unboxing, I'm going to tell you the nightmare it was to order this watch. And I paid full price for this. I did a pre-order, and I'm not sure exactly if I can recommend them. Now, when I do the hands-on portion, the full review, we'll get some close-up shots, some macro shots, and then you can decide whether or not the headache is for you. This is the M1 Moon Phase Musso Black. Now, the reason I got it is because it has a H. Moser-esque moon phase feel, and you'll see when I open it up. Now, it does come with a leather strap. I bought it on the bracelet, and on the bracelet, it's about $900, I think is what I spent for it. And this thing comes out of Hong Kong. It does have Has No Bounds, which is a newer strap maker. The strap feels pretty good. On the strap alone, it's $7.99, I think, and then $8.99, I believe. Don't hold me to that. On the stainless steel bracelet, I've always believed in if a watch comes on a bracelet, get the bracelet, and then if you want an aftermarket strap, go to my own personal watch strap company, Chase Straps. Now, I do love this pouch that it's in. It's very well done. It's very nice. And the watch itself, which has not been adjusted. Now, this is a very beautiful watch. This is. And you can see already how this is an H. Moser-esque watch. You can see that there's absolutely no branding on the dial at all. It is Musso Black, and all you see is the hands and the tantalum moon phase. Now, this is a true moon phase, so it is going to be accurate. So as opposed to some moon phases are just the date wheel that they put a moon phase on. This is not that. This is an entire module on top of the automatic movement, and you can go through and adjust it, and you can see how the tantalum just kind of disappears back in the Musso Black to where it just disappears. It looks like a whole black dial, and then as the moon then appears. Now, I think this thing is done very well. It is a beautiful watch. This thing is 39 millimeters in diameter. I don't know all the measurements, but I know that it is a 39 millimeter watch. This thing has multi-leveled finishing, 316L stainless steel, brushed. You can tell that it's a 3-part case. It has brushed on the main case itself. It has a high-polished bezel with a sapphire crystal. This is not a flat sapphire crystal. It's actually slightly domed, and it's domed inward, so it's flat on the top, or it's not flat on the top. It's slightly domed on the top, but you almost can't feel that it's domed. Feel like it's more of a curve on the underside. The bracelet is also multi-finished. You can see the center links are high polished. It has that H-style link that tapers down. And the one thing that I actually truly do love about this clasp is it is a fold-over butterfly clasp, but it's not a double pusher. It is like a spring-loaded clasp. You see these on a lot of high-end watches like RM and Richard Mille, and it is quite nice. You can see the movement in the back. Again, I'll give you guys more details in the full review, but spring-loaded. Oh. Spring-loaded. It's actually quite nice with the Selton brand right there. So let's discuss, while we stare at this watch, let's discuss exactly what happened with this watch. So I ordered this watch at the end of last year. And the pre-order was for the allocations to go out in May of this year. Well, I just received it today, and it is the middle of August. Well, August and May are not close to each other. In fact, they are months apart. And when you toss almost $1,000 down on a watch, and maybe this is why people are so upset with Aventi and all the fraud and stuff that's happened with Aventi, I'm not going to bring up an open wound to those people. But when you spend $1,000 on something and they tell you it's going to be there in May, and there's nothing super special about this watch. I mean, it is cool because it has a tantalum moon phase. It is cool because it's Muso black. It does have multifaceted hands, and again, we'll get into that more on the actual review. And the watch is done very nicely. It looks like the quality control is spot on, at least what I can see. But all that being said, if I order a watch and the pre-order allocations come out similar to Kickstarter, people get super upset with Kickstarter, never want to do Kickstarter again because they order watches and suddenly they don't get their watches. They get updated that, it's going to be another couple weeks or a month. The issue that I have with Selton is they didn't update me once. They told me that when I pre-ordered it, it was pre-order. The pre-orders will go out, shipped May 2025. And I ordered this in December, the end of December 2024. So that's 5 months. Okay, cool. I don't mind waiting 5 months. Easy. Now they have other watches that will ship out immediately. This specifically is pre-order only. So May rolls around. I don't hear anything. Then June hits and I send a email asking about my allocation. I don't hear anything back. Then I wait another week and I send an email and then I get, okay, well, the pre-orders, some things have been, there's been some backup in the supply chain and they're going to start going out in June. I'm like, okay, cool. I can wait a couple weeks for June. The end of June rolls around. Haven't heard anything. Weeks have gone by. I send another email. They say it's going to be shipped in July. Okay, cool. It's only been a couple weeks and July is here, so it should only be a couple weeks. And then I don't hear anything else. And then I send another email and they tell me, okay, we've got the part, we're getting the parts in next week. We build the watches here and it'll be shipped out soon. Okay, cool. Then a week ago, I get an email saying, how would you want this shipped? FedEx, DHL, and I say DHL, and then it takes I say last week, it takes like 2 weeks before finally it's shipped, and I get notification that it's been shipped. So am I happy it's here? Yes. I wanted something that looked like an H. Moser, but at a fraction of the cost. I mean, that's really what this is. I love what they did with it, just making it so simple. Very pleasing to the eye, especially with the tantalum moon phase. But was the stress of ordering it worth it? Well, I just don't know until I do the full review. But understand, if you want this watch, it may come with a headache and a lot of waiting. Anyway, I'm Chase. This is All Things Random. Just a quick hands-on of this watch. Normally, I don't do just unboxings, but I need to tell you that story before I do the full review, because the full review will probably be 10 to 15 minutes, and I don't want to make it too long because nobody wants to watch a 25-minute watch review. So now you have the story behind it. Now you have the unboxing. So far, it looks good and possibly worth the wait, but we'll have to see. Anyway, hit the subscribe button. It's free, doesn't cost anything. I really do appreciate it. Hit the notification bell so you guys can be notified when I drop this full review. Until next time.